Yo, yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Power Font, and today we will be discussing Mars stationing direct in the sign of Gemini. Now, we've been dealing with this energy for about 2 months now. Mars has been retrograde in the sign of Gemini since October 30th, and it will be stationing direct tomorrow, January 12th at 3:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So this retrograde kicked off in the fourth house, the house of home and family. And now Mars will be stationing direct in the first house. Okay, so we went from home and family in the fourth house to communication in the third house to possessions of the second house. And now we are in the first house of personality, your identity. Who are you? Okay, so Mars in Gemini is a very confident energy, sexually confident, confident in their words. They can be a little impulsive, but they don't care because they don't actually see the end of anything. And so if it blows up, it's not their problem. You know, sometimes Gemini and Mars can be a little flighty, a little back and forth, just vacillating between ideas and how things should go. Okay, so we are preparing to see how this stationing direct of this strong masculine energy is going to affect us moving forward in the new year. Of course, the first house is all about how you approach ideas and how you are going to incorporate them into your life. So this energy is kind of appropriate for the new year, okay? And so please, you may have gotten into it with people at work, people at home, okay, or just people in your immediate vicinity, but hopefully, you know, you didn't burn any bridges. Mars is at home in the first house because the first house is associated with Aries, and Mars is ruler of Aries as well as Pluto, okay? So with that, I'm going to be using the Spice Box Tarot. I don't know, I just like using this deck for Mars energy. It's just, you know, the black and gold is something different, you know. Mars is a fighter energy, is very competitive, okay? So let's get started. All right, let's see. Now, when I originally did a reading for this Mars and Gemini transit, I used the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. So I am going to let you all know to look for the Lovers to represent Gemini, and of course the Tower to represent Mars. Now, off camera, when I was preparing to shuffle, I saw 3 of the major arcana: the Strength card, the High Priestess, and dang, I forgot what the other one was. Lovers. Oh, the Strength card, Lovers, and High Priestess. Yes, those 3. So if they should happen to come back up, I just wanted you all to be aware. I'm not calling for any cards, but let's see. Okay. Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, and 7 of Cups in reverse. New beginning at love. There's hope. Absolutely hope for the future. You may not have acted in the most mature manner, but you still held on to your spark, your motivations, because you were unable to see your imagination. You were confused. You were confused. That's it. You weren't sure which way to go or what to do. You didn't know up from down, black from white, forward from backward. But why is that? Was it a period of self-discovery? Come on, come on. You don't want to tell me? Yeah. King of Cups. Discovering your emotions. A level of emotional intelligence, care, sympathy, empathy, compassion. You had to have all of those things for yourself before you can bestow them upon anybody else. And you didn't have that before. And that's why you were out of sorts. But we've grown. We've learned from our mistakes. We put down this idea that you have to compete for someone's love, someone's attention, someone's admiration. You don't have to do that. If you love yourself, then others are able to love you. You make yourself lovable. Loving others is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. And you're likely confused by how others may have been treating you at home. You probably weren't communicating in a loving manner. That's why I said compassion, empathy, sympathy. You probably were cold, cynical. Okay? You thought everything was a fight. And that is not true. And you didn't care, really, because you were never seeing any relationship through to the end. If it blew up, you were already gone before the other person realized you dropped the bomb. Okay? We're going to move these up. Frankie will not allow me to read by myself. So if he barks, he just doing his dog thing. Ooh, the Sun. You want to be loved. You want a childlike enthusiasm and exuberance towards love. Okay? You have some great times ahead of you. Enjoy it. Do not try to bog yourself down with rules and traditions and trying to live up to these expectations. Just be yourself. That's all you have to do. That is literally all you have to do, is be yourself. We're going to move these up a little bit more so I can have some room. Nine of Cups. Unmitigated happiness. Okay? Stability. Love is providing you with the stability that you need to move forward. Frankie cosigns. See how his arms are folded? You were a Scrooge, bah humbug. You left love behind because these cups are in the background. Okay? They had their back turned to it. They are being cold, arms folded as if, don't come near me, I don't want it. But you have let that go. You realize that there is more to life than just you. Okay? This is Leo energy. Leos can be very more than self-confident. They can have an air of arrogance, even though they aren't the most confident people. It's a show. It's all a show. The roar is a show. Okay? They're really a cat. Remember that. Lions are cats. Are you afraid of cats? You might be scared of lions, but that's what they want you to do. They want you to be afraid, even though they are still soft felines, docile creatures. Okay? It's not all about you. You can't be selfish in everything that you do. You can't be selfish in love. Love requires give and take, reciprocity. Ace of Swords and the Fool. Another new beginning. Okay? New ideas. No more mental fighting. Okay, we're taking this new beginning and we're going to be spontaneous. Okay, we're going to take risks. Calculated risks. We're just not going to be out here doing XYZ. Okay, we're going to have some fun. Okay, this rose was meant for someone special. Who would you give a rose to? Family member, a friend? I mean, you can give flowers delivered to your house for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? These new ideas that you have about love, we're going to do 3 more. Since we got started off with the ace here, we're going to keep it going. Okay? You hold the power. You now have the clarity. You know the truth. You know that love is worth taking a risk. So now you have to do what you can in order to maintain that. Mars and Gemini, sometimes they are in a lot of different relationships, okay, over the course of their life. They like the intensity. They like the adventure. They like the fun of it all, the zest, the zeal. You have to be able to keep that in order to keep this relationship. You have to keep the fire. You have to fan the flames, okay? If you want to maintain this relationship. It's not all about, lust, okay? Because once the fire is out, it's over. You on to the next one. Okay? This flame is worth fanning, okay? Oh, shoot. Well, I will put this to the side. Tower, just like I said. 2 of Wands. What do you see in the future? What do you want for your future? Do you just want to be alone, by yourself? Do you want to have a family? Do you want to have children? Or would you just rather be alone because you feel like, oh, well, there's no responsibility. I don't have to answer to anybody. Nobody's telling me what to do. I don't have to be home at a certain time. I am the captain of my soul. Well, let me tell you something. Society has you thinking that relationships come with a ball and chain. You can't do anything. You have to check in. You have to be responsible for someone else. You have to check in. You can't do what you want to do. No more boys' nights, no more girls' nights, no more brunch, no more this, no more that. But in actuality, if you have a partner that has their own interests, their own personality, their own identity, first house, then you two can coexist and you can still do all of that. Why would you want a partner that doesn't want you to hang out with your friends? Do they have friends that they can hang out with? Why would you want a partner that doesn't, if you go to church, why would you want a partner that looks negatively upon going to church and criticizes you for doing so? You want a partner that supports you, guides you, is there to help you build. Okay? Building your own world. Two worlds coming together to create one giant world. It's like a Venn diagram. You have two circles, but, well, let me do like this. Two circles, but there's always somewhere to meet in the middle. You still have your own separate lives, but you have your life together. Tower. I don't know if this is upside down, reverse or what, but y'all know how I do with reversals. I just leave them up here for y'all. Tower, Mars. Change, be prepared. No, this is what changed you. This is where the change came about. Or will come about since it's Mars direct. We haven't gotten there yet at the time of this reading, okay? You will realize all of that once you put in the effort, the energy into this connection, this relationship, whatever it is. It might even be work, okay? Once you put positive vibes and love into what it is that you're doing, you're going to get that back, okay? Whether it be family, work, finances, okay? Loving your money is not just hoarding it, but being financially responsible, okay? Not being impulsive with your money. I know we're still in Uranus retrograde, and that is part of it, but, okay, you don't want to go broke either. You need to be prepared for these changes. You need to have a conversation about what it is that you want for your future. And if that doesn't match up, then you need to be going on to the next. If you want to be promoted at your job and you don't see any upward trajectory, I need you to find a position where you were, where you can be appreciated and loved for what it is that you do. Okay? If you're in a relationship, if they don't want to move to the next step, if you all don't have the same values, then you all need to discuss that. Okay? And you need to be prepared for the change that is going to come from said conversation, from this discussion. Because you two, both of you might be having these expectations, and then when you both realize that you were wrong as to what the other one expected, you both could be jumping ship. Y'all could be jumping together. Okay? They might be jumping on separate sides, but let me tell you, they both going down to this rocky terrain down here. Okay? And once they land, you good? You straight? All right, let's go. We on the path. Boom. What did I just say? Boom. Let's go. We on the path. We gone. Yes, there's only one person here. But we don't know. The other person could be already off in the car. They could be standing right here. with their wand. Wand is still in hand because you still need to hold on to your identity, your personality, who you are, your creative spark. Okay? You are going on a journey. Okay? We're going to push these up. So we can push these up. And push this up. I know you can't really see it, but it's okay. You know what it is. I showed you what it is. You are guided by the moonlight, even in the darkness. When things get bad, okay, you are not completely in the dark. You have control over certain things. You might not have control over the situation, but you can prevent the negative energy from leaking over into other aspects of your life. Okay? If you don't like your job and it's causing you stress, don't let that affect your family at home. Don't let that affect your friendships. Don't let that affect your leisurely activities. Okay? That is where you're supposed to, those places and people are supposed to be your safe haven. That is your community. That is your village. I was going to say last card. Seven of Wands. You have the upper hand. Okay? These wands here that are trying to attack you, they can't even get to you because you're up here on this pedestal, on this mountain, on this plateau. They can't touch you. And look at you. Standing on your square, you're strong, you're confident, you know you can win. You know there is no competition like the real competition. Because the real competition is none. Only you. Only you are your own competition. Okay? I said that was the last card. So, yeah. That's going to be the last card then. 8, 7, 16, 18, 9 plus 19 is what? 28, which is 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Lots of completion energy, endings, understanding ourselves, who we are. There was a lot of self-discovery during this time. And I hope you learned a lot. 6 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Victory. 7 of Wands, 6 of Wands. Okay. 8, 7, 6. There's a countdown happening here. Don't worry. That's Frankie trying to get back in the room. I closed the door on him. Victory. Okay. You got it. You bringing in the message of good news. The good news is I'm more confident. I know who I am. I'm self-motivated. And I know where I'm going from here. All right, y'all. And I'll talk to you later. Peace.